Melissa Schellmeister, environmental educator at Teatown. Welcome back to one of Teatown's adventures. Today we're celebrating World Turtle Day. We're going to talk about some of our native turtle species that we have here in New York State. We're actually one of the most diverse places on Earth to find species of turtles. We have 12 native turtles that can be found inland, and we have 5 marine turtles that visit our shores. We also have 2 non-native turtles that can be found in New York State. This turtle that I'm holding right here is an eastern box turtle. It's a terrestrial turtle, so it lives on land, and it likes to eat things like fruits and bugs, but they especially like to eat things like slugs. So very good to have around. Unfortunately, for many of these turtle species, there are many threats that they face. And across the board, most of the turtle species are in decline in New York State. This is one of the more unique species found in New York State. It is New York State's only brackish water turtle, and it's the Diamondback Terrapin. Diamondback terrapins can be found where salt and fresh water meet and mix, places like the Hudson River estuaries. Unfortunately for these turtles, because their habitat is so specific, they are prone to habitat loss. Now, things like the Hudson River aren't disappearing anytime soon, but the habitat that they need in order to lay their eggs has disappeared. As we take a ride down the Hudson line on the Metro North train, you can see we've built towns, walls, beaches, the train line itself, and roads all alongside the river. Unfortunately, about 70% of their nesting habitat along the Hudson River has disappeared within recent history. These turtles have also been hunted and collected for their meat. It wasn't until 2 years ago that New York State officially outlawed all collection of Diamondback terrapins. The turtles are also attracted to things like crab traps. These crab traps or crab pots are not built for animals who need to come up for air. And so these turtles will chase the crabs and are attracted by them down into the crab pots where they will then drown. The state has taken steps in order to help save the species. They have turtle-safe crab pots that are now commercially available in order to prevent drownings. They've also outlawed the collection of these turtles, as well as all other native species of turtle in New York. It is illegal to take one out of the wild and keep one as a pet. So they are all protected under New York State law. Turtles are distinguished by their shell. Now this shell is a modified rib and vertebral column that has become a bony structure to help protect the internal organs. This is the inside of the top shell of a snapping turtle. And like with any bone in your body, it heals just like any bone, and it grows with them. So unlike cartoons that you might have seen growing up, I know I watched a lot of cartoons where turtles would jump out of their shell and the shell would remain spinning, or they'd take the shell and hang it up like a coat. Turtles can't actually do that in the wild. It is part of their skeletal system. This is one of our educational ambassadors. This snapping turtle came to us after being hit by a car. As you can see, she's got a crack down her shell. Her shell has since healed, but unfortunately, the damage goes underneath the shell, and her shoulder isn't as strong as it should be in order for her to be releasable. She would not be able to dig down in the mud or swim in deep water. So now she teaches about her species. If you see a turtle in the middle of the road, you can help it by moving it in the direction that it is facing. Never move it up the road or down the road, just help it along on its journey, right across. Turtles know where they need to go, and they're going to get there no matter what. If you turn a turtle around, it will get right back up and cross that road again, or it will wander to the area that it needs to get to. If you find a turtle that has been hit by a car and has an injury, you can try to get it to a wildlife rehabilitator. You can find a list of wildlife rehabilitators on the New York State DEC website. Thank you for joining us on World Turtle Day to celebrate these wonderful creatures that live here in New York State. We hope to see you again on another one of T-Town's adventures.